Hey everybody, this is Jerichos, and welcome back to Puppeteer. Last time we got the Knight's powers. A shield that can deflect energy bolts and physical attacks. Pretty darn useful. We're gonna get a lot of use out of it in the coming levels. And we've discovered this princess, I guess, being held captive, and we need to save her. So, let's progress around the tower. Right off the bat, we have this bulb shooting energy at us. Just deflect it back to keep progressing onward. You know what? What's this head gonna give me? Or head pot? Hey, Vilevine again. It's kind of interesting just finding out what it'll end up giving. Now, here's a tricky spot. We have to go all the way up to the left to get that 100 sparkle. Can be a little tough to get at this point, but if you get it just right, you can manage it. There we go. Got it! Yeah, there's an ability we get later that'll make it easier, but I like getting it now. It's just more fun.
Watch out for the searchlight.
Yeah, if you touch these searchlights, something bad will happen. You know what? Let's see what happens. A couple buzzsaws drop down. Not too bad, but it's better to avoid them if you can. Another plant that will try to kill us. There we go. And once more, what do we get? Oh, another guillotine head. Cool. That might be a hint for something coming up. That's right, here, you got graffiti of a guillotine there.
Or something else.
Step forward, use the head.
A fire filled Kutero's heart, and he knew it was his duty to save the princess.
Just what is it about damsels?
And we get a, well, roulette. Ooh, I thought that was going to land directly on me. Get a whole bunch of heads. Lots of sparkles. I like it. One more bulb to get past. And another head pot. What are you going to give me? A crown. Ooh, might be another foreshadowing. Probably have the crown action coming up.
Are you my knight in shining armor? Get me out of here! Now! Ah!
Wait, that's not the Sun Princess. She's not even a lady. At best, she's a lady in waiting.
Kutero was disheartened, but his sense of chivalry would not let him leave the lady behind.
So it's not the princess, it's just some pixie. Also, can I just say, how dark is it, these helmets? Speared on javelins that make up the fence. That is just dark and creepy. Anyway, move onward. Keep climbing ever higher, and we get to some platforms that start falling. There we go. Okay, now we get to a, well, boss fight, so to say.
Get me out of here!
Now you could take the time. Oh,
I could really go for my own kingdom.
No use moaning. A hero never leaves a lady behind.
Chop chop! Come on!
so yeah, we could fight them by deflecting the bullets, or we can use the crown head. Oh. Yep, use the darn it. You use the crown head and it gets you the Picarina head, but I accidentally lost it there.
The witch said you
Okay.
give the shield a rest.
You know what? This is not going the way I want it. And I definitely want to have the Picarina head coming up, so let's do this. Select an act, and we'll start over from the beginning of this scene again. Well, not beginning of the scene, middle of the scene, which is the beginning of this segment. I actually have a very good reason for wanting to have the Picarina head.
Well, we've reached the top of the prison towers, but where is the gateway?
Help! Somebody!
The witch said, oh, that's right, the princess is being held here.
He gave us the banana head. It's funny, the headbots will sometimes just give you really random stuff.
Watch out for the searchlight.
I could fast forward through this, but honestly, it won't take long to get to the top. And dodge one more searchlight section.
Soul within the shield.
Ooh,
Or
okay.
something else stirring.
Oh, this one actually tosses down a couple guillotines.
And he
Or,
knew
not
it was
guillotines,
his
buzzsaws.
duty to save the princess.
Just what is it about damsels?
And this time, we will go back up and we will not lose the Picarina head.
Are you my knight in shining armor? Get me out of here! Now! Ah!
Wait, that's not the Sun Princess. She's not even a lady. At best, she's a lady
Oh my
in
gosh!
waiting.
Get
Kuturo
me
was
out of
disheartened,
here!
but his
I
sense of
wish she
chivalry
was a
would not
princess.
let him
I
leave
could
the
really go for my own
lady.
kingdom.
No use moaning. A hero never leaves a lady behind.
Chop chop! Come on!
Okay, I actually do want to deflect them this time, because we want to get rid of one of them at least. There we go. Okay, now that one of them's gone, it'll be a little safer. Use the crown. And we get a Picarina head. Now definitely hold on to that. And, come on. Okay, you need to be a little farther away or a little closer to him to make that work correctly. Got him! Now, we shall save the pixie!
Guess I didn't give you enough credit. You're like a hero or something, right? Questing to save the princess? Why else would you have Calabrus and the Moon Knight's shield? Well, you're about 3 feet too short and 3 hours too late. But, thanks. Like, seriously.
I think we may have an incident on our hands.
And he ate her. And I love it. He just eats her. Not good.
See that Fang Tiger is flashing? That's a piece of the Moonstone. Without that bit of dental work, he'd be a scaredy cat, and no better.
Well, why don't we relieve him of it then? Now, first thing first, see this cage on the left? Well, actually first, let's avoid this electrified paw. We'll slam it to the ground, so jump, and then you can stun his paw like that.
Good thing my paw.
But free these guys to the left. We'll actually drop a random head. Yeah, I don't want the guillotine head, but I don't need the crown anymore, so not a big deal. Now here, whoop, he's slamming to the ground. You can't hurt him or anything during this. Best just to dodge, or worst case, use the shield. Now, avoid this, shield again, and we've got a chance to do another quick time event. This time we have to incorporate jumping, but it's pretty easy. Now, we could use the Picarina head here. There's a very good reason we don't want to. Let's go ahead and climb up his arm and attack his teeth here. Get rid of that one tooth. And we'll trigger the next stage of the fight.
Keep your filthy mitts off my fan.
Here, we have an electrified tail with a spike ball on the end. And you'll see this is the perfect opportunity to use the spike ball head. Oh, ow, no, no, no. Give me that back. There we go. Alright, now that we've seen what that can do, let's use the spike ball head. And poof. Quite a bit different. Yep.
So cuddly. I'd like to bat that around.
Yep, it can slam down into you, and it doesn't hurt at all. Now, him swinging his paw hurts, but we'll wait for that in a second.
You've got a tiger by the tail, boy.
Yeah. Go ahead, try and hurt me. Nothing.
Me too.
Okay, now that we stunned him, take a moment here and investigate his nose. We gotta do it 3 times. And on the 3rd one, he gives us the tiger head. Yep, have to get it during the boss fight. Now, avoid a few more chomping bits. Not too bad. And he's not even going for me here. We just have to get through this one more time.
This will only hurt for a second.
Actually, it won't hurt at all. There we go. Now that we've stunned his paw a 2nd time, quick time event. How poetic that we're doing it with the tiger head on. Now here, we could climb up the other side and take care of his tooth, or let's use the Picarina head.
Don't mess with me! You punk!
And she knocks him out. Yeah, using the Picarina head ends the fight, so if you used it early, you couldn't use the spike ball head. Now that we've got this, let's finish him off. Oh, I love that you chop through his nails. And a little more. Another dodge. Oh, he's trying to eat us. That's not going to go so well. That's right, we chopped through each of his teeth. Oh, that is gotta hurt. That is some really rough dental work. And he's out. Oh, ignore that. So my battery's low.
Oh my gosh, that was so totally gross. I'm covered in tiger slobber. Do you have any idea how much I pay already for dry cleaning? Ugh. Oh, hey, thanks for the help. What was your name again?
Kotaro.
Kataro, huh? Right on. I'm Picarina. On behalf of the sun, let me say thank you.
And we get our first piece of the Moonstone.
Oh my word! You found one of the Moonstone shards! Most impressive. I knew I picked a winner. In fact, I think we're ready to team up in earnest. Who's this little soubrette? One of the Sun Princess's retinue. Where's your mistress?
Like I gotta tell you, it's not like you're anybody special, am I right?
Hold that thought. It's the tyrant! Run for your life!
Give me back my scissors! I'll chase you to the ends of the moon! This world belongs to me now! You'll never be safe, ever!
And with that, we close out Act 1. And in fact, should get a trophy poppin' too. Any second. There it is. A toothache named Disaster. I love the naming of the trophies in this game.
Alas, not one soul made it safely back to Earth. Better luck next time.
Now to explain why it says that is because if you exit the act and then go back into it after you've already saved some souls, they don't count for the end of tally. And we did not get every single soul. We'll have to go back for it. However, we've unlocked something cool, the picture books. Join your favorite characters on untold adventures in these timeless children's classics. They're pretty fun. But first, before we check that out, let's take a look at our head collection. It's trying to show us Act 2 first of all. But go back here, and First off, Winkin, the first of the 3 puppets we've been seeing all over the place. I love that he's basically playing soccer with his head. The guillotine, of course. And it cracks me up that the guillotine actually works, apparently. Now, Picarina, I'm just gonna say, that is a creepy looking face, that weird drawn-on face there. Also, it gets all messed up. And Tiger, we defeated the first general of the Moon Bear King's army. Who knows what's coming next as far as other generals. So we're missing the Tiger action and the Bat action. We'll go back and get the Bat one later, as well as this missing head. The Tiger action won't come for a while. But we've done a lot in Act 1. Why don't we check out the picture book that we've unlocked for clearing the act? You get one for every time you've cleared a complete act. First, let's check out 9 lives.
9 lives. All cats, even moon cats, have 9 lives. Behold, Castle Grizzlestein, aka the Black Castle. Doesn't sound very welcoming, does it? Not that this cat minded. The witch, lucky enough to be his mistress, one Esma Potts, had a nice warm kitchen with plenty of nooks, just the right size for a cat nap.
If I didn't know better, I'd think I had a sloth for a pet,
said the witch, who was wising up to the cat's hiding places. He remembered more exciting old days when he'd served the moon goddess instead. It wasn't always like this, he purred, signaling a flashback on the next page. Ah, Castle Waxwayne, a palace so white you had to squint to find the doorknob. Its ruler, the goddess, had a special place in her heart for one particular feline. So when the tyrant stole Moonstone and Scissors and staged a rebellion, who do you think catapulted into action first?
meow.
The blitz may have been cut tragically short, but it was a life worth giving. Even after the whole moon realm had fallen, the cat rallied the goddess's most faithful subjects, determined to kitty-corner the tyrant right in his throne room. "Follow me, you dogs," he shouted to the 4 champions, and all of them, even the young knight who was allergic, did just that. The plan might have gone without a hitch had the knight not been such a hopeless chicken. Well, you can run over a cat twice, but you can never roadkill his spirit. The 4 champions had been slain, their powers scattered, but our dear feline never gave up on the goddess. He spent another life scouring the moon for any ally willing to fight for her cause. Thrice dead but undeterred, the cat tried his luck on the high seas. No danger was too distressous, no horror too heroific. Into the jaws of peril he leapt, and found it quite difficult to get back out. Would none take his side in this cold, cruel world? No, he had but 2 allies now, his feline pride and the love for the goddess in his heart. "I'll tackle that monster all by myself," he meowsed, "no matter how many lives it takes." But alas, what hope had one messenger of justice beneath the beefy legs of evil? Our protagonist quickly flipped to the end of this book in search of a happy ending. The sting of 5 lives lost and the acrid taste of disappointment were just too much to bear. It was then that he met Esma Potts. To be clear, this was no shining goddess. The witch was so ugly on the outside, so nasty on the inside, that the mooncat felt compelled to walk away. Until, that is, he realized they had a common goal. he decided to hold out hope for a special child the witch assured him was coming. Each night he gathered a few puppets and led them up to the Tower of Tribulations. But these were mere children, dreaming children. The brave ones died and turned to grubs, while the cowards who ran were enslaved in the kitchen. It was no use. After 7 messy deaths, our plucky feline had fought himself out. Yes, the goddess was beautiful. Yes, life was better once. But getting all worked up over the paradise he'd lost was blinding him to the joys of mediocrity.
Eat up, you mangy sluggard, so you can get some work done for a change.
Today's joy was snot-colored soup and a lecture. But at least he wouldn't starve. Home is where you hang your hat. He had 2 lives left, and this mooncat planned to sleep through them to their fullest.
Oh, it's kind of a sad story. It's kind of neat, though, getting to learn more about Yin Yang's past. I like it. And we'll back out, and why not take a look and see what's coming next, shall we? You can see it actually shifts the moon. We're in a different area here. Act 2, Who to Trust. Let's open up curtain 1.
After claiming the knight's power, Kuturo vanquished Tiger and escaped the Black Castle with the witch, Yin Yang, and Picarina. Where would fate lead them next? Act 2 starts here.
And with that, let's jump right into Act 2.
Story continues.
This is going to be quite a bit of a different setting.
Kuturo and his new friend Picarina were free of Castle Grizzlestein, borne to safety by the witch's magic. Our fugitives needed a safe place to hide, and so they chose Castle Waxwane, the same flying palace from which the moon goddess once ruled. In those better days, the White Castle was resplendent, a sight to behold. But the tides of darkness had since dulled its sparkle and loosened the stone of its walls and columns.
There, sweeties. We'll just hide out here for a spell.
But, like, this is Castle Waxwane. Doesn't it belong to...
The goddess? Yes, indeed. Although palace and master alike seem to have come apart at the seams.
Silence, Yin Yang! No one asked for your opinion!
Out of the darkness and into the light, Kuturo had gone from Black Castle to White.
No, this is more like it. No Moon Bear King spies and lackeys to follow our every move.
Uh-huh. You've got a lot of gumption, you know that? Only one hiney should be warming that throne, and it doesn't have warts on it.
Look! The Moon Goddess is gone, Dandelion! I'm sure the palace is delighted to have such a promising new master!
Promising? Try pompous?
Try shutting up! Oh, my little Earth-sent savior. Why, you're nothing short of a hero. Come, be a good child and let me have a gander at that Moonstone shard.
Don't do it, Kitaro. Calabrus, the Moonstone, and the palace all belong to the goddess. And this magic-slinging loony is obviously trying to dupe you out of them.
How can you say such a thing? All I want is what's best for poor what's-his-name?
Whatever.
Granny's trying to explain, so knock it off!
Ow! Oh my gosh! What a witch!
The Moon Bear King kidnapped Kotaro's soul while he was sleeping. He does that to Earth children. And that's where the Moonstone comes in, the source of all moonlight. After the Moon Bear King shattered the stone, he gave the pieces to his generals. And you see how they shine. That's just one shard. Imagine the power I would have if you collected them all. I could easily spirit Kotaro back home to Earth.
You really mean it?
It's in your best interest too, my sweet. Didn't you say the Sun Princess was searching for the Moon Goddess?
Yeah, why?
The Moonstone is a symbol of the goddess's power. Restore the stone, restore the goddess. This could be your big chance. You should start in the Moonwood. General Rat has another Moonstone shard, and you're going to get it back.
I still don't trust you. You're using Kotaro, and I am so going to prove it.
You'll have to catch him first. Oops!
Hey, Kotaro!
And remember, you can tell a rat if you smell a rat. Go get him!
Well, Kotaro had taken the Moon Witch plunge, and now he found himself in a secluded grove in the Moonwood.
That hag is such a... Ugh. How are we gonna find one lousy rodent in a place this big?
I don't know, but we're gonna have to keep searching. I love the witch. I don't know why, but something in her manner, even though she's obviously quirky and a little bit insane, she's just kind of fun. She doesn't hide her ambitions, which is nice. Well, we have managed to save Picarina, this strange pixie, who has now taken the place of Yin Yang as our investigator. We have escaped Castle Grizzlestein and entered the Moonwood. What are we going to find in it? Well, we'll just have to wait till next time to find out. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure to click like and subscribe and follow me on Twitter. I'll see you guys next time.